What's going on, guys? It's Brandon here at Force Induction Performance. Today we have the big turbo wide body STi, the one with the giant wheel, the wheels that are this wide, and the giant intake manifold that's like this tall. So today we're dropping the motor in that baby. Gonna see the first startup, so stay tuned. Miss out. Also guys, don't forget to check out the video prior to this, which is the 800 horsepower recipe Subaru build, because that's the foundation to everything that's about to happen today, right now.
What we got going on, Justin?
Hey.
Hey.
I don't know, nothing much, man. We already recorded without you though, so I don't know what the hell you were doing. But we're just putting the heads together. Checked all our valve clearances on the passenger side, at least, the turbo side. So we're gonna gap our plugs. I'm gapping them real tight. They're at 20 because we're gonna make like 40 pounds of boost. So we got some step colder big boys right here.
Hold on.
We're gonna stick them in the hole, and that'll help this baby eat.
Oh well.
Yeah. But otherwise, what he said.
Oh, what you got on your shirt there, buddy?
Okay.
Doing the final touches, finishing touches.
Doing the exciting part. Valve cover bolt.
Doing the finishing touches. Oh.
Now we just put some plugs in. Just putting this head together. Then we're gonna do the other head. Then we're gonna put the pan on. Then it's on this particular motor. It's almost ready to go. So we don't have to do. We're just gonna put a header on it and time it, and right there. That's it. Where's the heat gun?
I would knock Mike Tyson out.
Tag Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he show up and like, I wasn't saying nothing. It was Dylan that said that.
Hey,
No, I said 50 Tyson. 50 Tyson to knock him out. That wasn't me.
Knocking what's
chicken nuggets.
I was gonna say Tyson chicken.
I was talking about knocking out Tyson nuggets. What you talking about? It wasn't Mike Tyson. You're working.
That's what it is. I think this is the bolts for this. Kind of rough, bro.
What's that shirt you got on there, buddy?
Saenz Performance.
Oh.
Best rods, hands down.
Oh.
Best of the best.
What we got going on here?
Just putting on the oil pickup, windows tray, an oil pan, and we're gonna get the get the timing on, get the motor back in the car.
Gotta love shiny new parts.
Brand old. The block's brand new.
Yo, shout out to Reckless Fam.
Shout out to Reckless Fam.
You wanna shout anybody out?
Shout out to the Reckless Clams.
My cousin, Richard. My other frontin', AJ of the STi. Just out here grinding.
The Reckless Clams. Right? Reckless Clams? He's like,
Clams?
Yeah. When you get the timing belt on, you give her a little crankaroo, you know.
See,
Make sure. That's real man's compression right there. When it fights it back, it has to fight you. Nah, it has good compression though. We gotta just turn it to make sure.
If you turn it and you
the
hear
valves,
the air
you know.
leaking out the valves, that's a problem. Just gotta
Yo, what's
up, guys?
going on here, huh?
get my workout. 11
daily
p.m.
workout. Got Bone Dog right there.
What's up, baby? We're just getting our twin disc all set up so we can put this baby in the car.
How many foot-pounds you drove it to? 150?
This one is going to be about 275.
65.
So
there it is, right there.
The two Agagas,
Yeah.
400 foot-pounds.
I'm going to close my eyes, and wherever this wrench lands, that's pretty much where we're going to leave it. Should be all right. Do it all the time.
Yeah. So anyways, we're getting this and this. We're gonna call it for tonight because we're beat and We want to get back on this thing tomorrow, and we want to hear it fire up.
Catch a little bit. Bang. There you go. You. Can't hear you. What?
Where are you?
I'm at the shop. Sometimes he doesn't work.
So, what are you working on today? Driving? What we got so far down in the STi?
Just got done putting the up pipe on. Up pipe, the turbo, get everything back here situated. Justin's gonna be running this line, so kind of got to give him space. Let's see.
Look at these meats. 3-piece wheels.
What up? What up?
Right now, fixing up a bunch of connectors on this harness that were broken, just to make sure we get the car dyno tuned and everything will work. But in the future, we're gonna actually make a custom harness for this car because this one is in the greatest condition and I don't want to keep it on here. So yeah, I'm just gonna get it corrected. That way we can get this thing on a dyno for you guys. So. So right now we're running the breather system to this catch can real quick. Me and Brandon is trying to run everything kind of hidden. We don't like to have a lot of things just laying around looking crazy under there. So we're running the whole breather system from both the heads and the center of the block to this catch can right here. And this is a baffled can, so it can catch whatever oil deposits is and then breathe the pressure out of the filters right here. So that's what we're doing. The charge pipe is connected. The intercooler is all connected up. We just have to get the turbo in, all the like peripherals, like the AC compressor and stuff like that, because it still has AC, which is crazy. Well, everything is custom. Obviously, the manifold, the whole fuel system. There's dash AN. There's 8 AN fuel feeds right here, going to a Y, and then it's returning out of 2 6 ANs into this regulator, and from this regulator, it's going into the flex fuel sensor and back into the tank. So that's all custom. And then we have a whole bunch of AN fittings to the catch can from the valve covers. So yeah, everything's
custom work over here.
Yeah. So let's get this thing going and let's start it up today.
Done. So how we doing with the progress of the STi?
Turbo's on. We took the manifold back off so we can tidy up everything else underneath it, because, you know, like we said earlier, aftermarket stuff on here that we just kind of want to clean up. Because now with this manifold, this bigger manifold, it's elevated, so you can now see stuff behind the alternator that we kind of want to tuck away, you know, clean it up a little bit so it's presentable.
Kind of looks like ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost there. So this is all going to be tidied up in a little bit, getting the turbo prop so we can know where to route some stuff, because we don't want anything in the way of anything. Anything in the way of anything. So as you guys can see, these the downpipe, turbo, everything, it's all V-band. The important thing about V-band clamps is you want them jointed like exactly to the T, like lined up perfectly. You don't want anything overlapping when you tighten them down. So right now everything is just loose, just to have the turbo propped. And then once we finalize everything else underneath it, like, because there's going to be an intercooler piping going right here. And we still have to mock up the oil return, so we're just gonna leave this turbo loose so it's just propped and then tighten everything down later, make it look real nice.
So we got the downpipe on. We're trying to stay hydrated.
Talk louder because the fans.
What?
The fan's on. 5 hours later, we got the downpipe on, guys.
We're covered in fiberglass, right?
Yeah, we're covered in fiberglass. Look at that.
Graphic warning. Hold on.
All right, stick it in your mouth.
Oh! Hey, Brendan! What's that? How many miles does that have, Brandon?
Like 450K.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. About to blow up right now.
Very nice.
All right, so this is actually Justin's brother's car. He had it for a long time. It has 194,000 miles on it, and he did not take care of this car, to be honest. But anyways, it has 194,000. Right around 170-ish, the motor seized up, and Justin built a new motor for it. It has like close to 30,000, I think about 30,000 miles on the built motor. And the trans went. So we called our guys over there at Rally Spec. They're the best when it comes to these Subaru transmissions. They got it in and out quick. They did the transfers, and that was in. Along with putting the trans back in, Justin had a VF34 lying around, so we threw that in here. And now we're retuning the car. So we can just get some pulls in, see what it does.
Baby,
Special guest.
so we out here working on the Mazdas. I hate them. Subarus is definitely the way to go. Besides, this thing's about to be way faster than my car.
Nah. Hey, how it rolls, man. Alright, guys.
Wow.
The
Wow.
filter's on. We're getting the rest of the intercooler piping on the other side. Accessories, AC, the power steering pump. Then we're gonna move on to the rad.
Whoa, wait. Race car with AC?
Race car with AC, that's right.
Wow. Look at this setup, guys. The prettiest thing here. I cleaned that.
It looks pretty good, man. Good job.
Yeah, man.
What companies are we using here? Oh, just in our face. Just in our face.
The list goes on, but AMS intake manifold, precision turbo,
Some ETS.
some
ETS rotated.
ETS everything.
It's got a fluid damper.
ATI.
Super damper. You got AM flex fuel sensor, AM pressure, AM fuel pressure regulator.
AM.
Pretty much AM.
What we got here?
One in a
Whitefield?
standalone.
Got a Whitefield?
All right, right now we have the we relocated the oil cooler to the front of the car to get some fresh air to make sure this thing cools properly. We have everything like for the hella horns, which is an aesthetic sound, whatever. And we have relays for the headlights right here. It's got the Morimoto headlights. The guy wanted, so we have those, and everything's connected there. Engine's all done, intake's in. We're about to put some oil and some antifreeze in here, and we're gonna fire this thing up.
Alright guys, so we're underneath the car. We're just getting everything ready before we started, but I don't know, we did go over some of the things that were a recipe for 800 horsepower. One of the things you didn't really get to see is just the PTFE line that we ran from the tank all the way down here is dash 8.
Drill the hole.
Kind of just made it real clean, everything just going underneath the car. This is pretty much how you got to do when you've been making this power level. So
This is the titanium exhaust.
yeah, it's got the
With the the dumb tube and everything. For the 44 and the waste gate.
kind of shit.
And yeah, so we got to fire this bad boy up. All right, so things don't always go as planned. We went to build some oil pressure, cycled the key, fuel pump came on, and fuel everywhere. And I see this leaking from one of the injectors over here. So things happen. Just have to go ahead and get this injector out, get that fixed up, and then I also noticed the fuel pressure regulator was leaking like right out of the top of the regulator for some reason.
Because you don't want to over tighten it, you don't want to under tighten it. If something's not right, it's going to leak. So this is kind of part of the process that nobody really ever shows you. So we're showing you. I don't know why we didn't take this apart. So I don't know.
All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm turning on the key, and I have the AM network gauge, so I just set this one to log fuel pressure, and as you can see, it made 46 psi. That's enough for the car to run. I also can make this is logging oil pressure, and then I can make these log the wideband and things like that. So that's oil pressure or engine speed. You can see, I can see pretty much everything on here. Air fuel 1, so now that's the wideband right there. So I'm gonna try to get some oil pressure right now.
Good.
Hold up.
Nice, plugged in.
Yeah.
Working.
All right, man. About to fire this baby
About to
up.
start it up. We just primed the oil. You can look at the dash. Show them the dash. So basically, got the oil pressure primed. About to start it for the first time and get it up to temp. Mind you, the tune is not done, so it's gonna run weird.
Turn the heat on. Checking for leaks here. Got a couple leaks going through the regulator. Turn the heat on.
So Dyno got some new line.
We got some new Dash 10. We got two 90s and we got two straights to go in the sandwich adapter to the oil filter. But we got some good high quality.
Under here.
24 stones.
You probably can't see it, but yeah. So now the intercooler's going back on. All right, so the car started up. I immediately checked for leaks. Everything was fine. I put the car in the dyno, started the process of breaking in the motor a little, seating the rings. I noticed there was an oil leak. So turned the car off. One of the oil coolant lines sprung a leak on the on the engine. So what we did was we took the front mount intercooler off, we took the lines out, and Justin went and got some better line at Extreme PSI, some stronger line, and we're gonna replace it with that. Once we get that replaced, I'm gonna get the fuel level sensor working on the car. That way the AEM dash can show the fuel level. And we're gonna put the new lines, obviously, put some new oil in it, and then to the dyno the car's gonna go, and we're gonna see it make the jam. All right, guys, right now, I have the STi in here. I just took it for a test drive, runs good. I just gotta get the fuel level sensor working with the AEM display and get on the dyno. But if you look on top of us, here's your future build. This is one car that we built quite a few years ago. It's here for some upgrades. And I'm not gonna get into detail in this video, but just know it's gonna be a competitor with this car. So just keep an eye out for that. All right, guys, as you can see, the car runs. Everything is working well. We fixed the little oil leak and stuff that we had. The car is actually on the dyno, but we're not tuning it just yet. We're still dialing in some of the stuff with the display and make sure all the sensors are working and things like that. Cleo's actually here helping me out with that. And then stay tuned for the next video to see this car ripping and making some power. And almost forgot. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.